Late one autumn evening, two boys, Sam and Oliver, stood at the front gate of Blackthorn House, an abandoned, decrepit mansion on the edge of their small town. Rumors swirled for years about the place being haunted, but the boys, seeking adventure, had decided to explore it. "Are you sure we should do this?" Oliver asked, his voice trembling slightly. Sam, the braver of the two, gave a nod. "We'll be fine. It's just an old house." They pushed open the rustic gate, its creak sending shivers down their spines. Inside, the mansion loomed, dark windows like hollow eyes staring back at them. With a flashlight in hand, they stepped inside. The air was thick with dust, and the floorboards groaned beneath their weight. Every sound echoed through the empty corridors, amplifying the sense of dread. As they moved deeper into the house, they began to notice things out of place. Scratches on the walls, furniture overturned, and strange symbols etched into the floor. The deeper they ventured, the colder the air became, until their breath was visible in front of them, despite it being the middle of fall. Suddenly, a low growl echoed from somewhere upstairs. "Did you hear that?" Oliver whispered, his grip tightening on Sam's arm. "Yeah," Sam said, but he didn't want to admit he was scared too. "It's probably just the wind," but they both knew it wasn't. The growl came again, this time louder, closer. Curiosity and fear pulling them forward, they ascended the grand staircase, which swayed slightly under their weight. At the top of the stairs, a long hallway stretched out before them. As they approached the first door, something scraped behind it. "Let's go," Oliver urged, but Sam shook his head. "We need to know what's inside." With a deep breath, Sam pushed the door open. Inside the room, darkness swallowed their flashlight beam, but slowly, a figure emerged from the shadows, a hulking, deformed creature, its skin gray and stretched tight over bone, with long claws that dragged across the floor. The boys froze as the creature turned its head toward them, its milky white eyes locking onto theirs. It opened its mouth, revealing rows of jagged teeth, and let out a deafening roar. Without thinking, they bolted down the hallway, the monster's footsteps thundering behind them. They stumbled and fell down the stairs, scrambling back to their feet. The creature was gaining on them, its growls filling the air like thunder. Just as they reached the front door, it slammed shut, trapping them inside. Sam frantically pulled at the handle, but it wouldn't budge. The creature was upon them now, its breath hot on their necks. In a last desperate attempt, Oliver spotted a window and smashed it with a nearby chair. The two boys scrambled through the shattered glass, tumbling onto the wet grass outside. They ran until their lungs burned, not daring to look back. When they finally stopped, panting and covered in cuts, they realized the house was quiet once again. The gate they had entered through stood wide open, invitingly still. But they knew. Whatever lived inside Blackthorn House was still there, lurking, waiting for its next visitors. And no one would believe their story, except those brave or foolish enough